In this video, we talk about our experiences with GPs.
We would like to answer your questions about alopecia.
So send them to us and we'll answer them.
This is
Ask Alopecia UK.
I remember my own experience of visiting the GPs when I was sort of 11. He was actually quite good back then. He still gave the usual, oh, there's not a lot you can do. But I think being 11, the main thing for me that stuck out about that was there was an appreciation there that he knew I was going through. Like, he used to say I was a little star and stuff like that because I was so brave and going to school and stuff. And as an 11-year-old, that really stuck with me actually, and that was good for me that he kind of used that kind of language. And then I think recently I went to the GP. I'd moved and I needed to register with the new doctors and I needed a wig prescription and stuff. And so I went to that GP, and I think she was obviously probably still fairly newly qualified and stuff, and she just didn't really know anything. I was obviously the first person that she'd dealt with who had alopecia, and didn't really know a lot. You know, the main thing that I was there for was the wig's prescription. She said, oh, I don't know about that, I'm going to have to find out and get back to you. And you know, and I came away from that feeling a bit like, I was thinking, well, if I was somebody who had just started with this, I would be feeling pretty awful right now, really.
I mean, that's one of the reasons that I got involved with the charity. I was actually wanting to improve kind of, you know, the GP experience. My own experience was one of, you know, going to see my GP, being diagnosed with alopecia, and I got some information that was printed from, you know, from a Google search. I think a later appointment with a different GP kind of a few months down the line after I'd lost all my hair, and I think that was an appointment where I was actually looking for a bit of emotional support. And one of the comments I got from the GP at that point was, oh, you've lost all your hair, that's weird. And again, it was just that kind of, I don't know, a lack of empathy really. And then the kind of the most positive GP experience that kind of stands out was, I'd say maybe the only one GP that had kind of just in some small way tried to relate to what I was going through. And he just said, oh, I can't imagine what my daughter would feel like if she'd lost her hair. And it was just, do you know, for me, I just remember coming out of that GP appointment and feeling actually just a little bit better because somebody had actually taken a moment just to kind of, you know, just empathise with me in some way. So I wasn't looking for sympathy, but just looking for somebody to recognise actually it's a difficult thing to go through for anyone. So that was our experiences with GPs, but we'd love to hear yours. Please leave your comments below.